Alright, so good morning everybody. So today we got a little trip that we're gonna be doing. We're gonna head down to Tandil. It's about 2 hours away from Mar del Plata, and down there we're gonna be checking out this pretty crazy phenomenon of a rock that's balanced on top of another rock. And while we're down there, we're gonna be trying either a steak dinner or a lomito completo, which is another piece of steak but in a sandwich way, which is absolutely amazing every time I eat that. So I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna be eating while I'm down there, so stay tuned. So here they actually pump the gas for you, so makes it easy. You don't have to do much. I get back in, it's cold. So yesterday, messing around with a knife, I completely sliced my finger big time. And the funny thing is the knife is literally this big, so I guess that's what I get. Plus, that's the second time I cut myself with the same knife. Let me actually show you. This is the knife that I completely sliced my finger with for the second time. This time I was trying to open a glue stick, and I had it almost open, and I was like, you know, I got the knife right next to me. Let me grab the knife, and I'm gonna cut it open all professional. The knife slips, and it completely goes like, I think like that deep in my finger, but I mean, I shouldn't have done that. ¿Te pago con Mercado Pago? Ahí estamos, gracias. So that was 4,500 pesos. Let's do the math, quick math. What is 4,500 divided by 300? Full tank of gas, 33.5 liters, only $15 to fill this tank, and that's gonna last me the whole week, and we're good, we're golden. In general, the routes here are actually in pretty good conditions. Everything is nice. We've been going pretty smooth. We're going 80 kilometers right now, and we have a pretty insane day, crazy weather. This mountain is, or a hill mountain thing, it's pretty small, but it's just covered in, I think, smoke or low clouds, I'm not too sure. Alright, so made it to the first spot. We're in Monte Calvario. It's like on a hillside of Tandil. Very awesome view over there. You can see way down. They got a big Cristo. It's way at the top, and we saw it all the way from the entrance of the city. Smell of eucalyptus here is, it's nice, it's amazing. We do have some bosques in Mar del Plata, but I think this one's a natural one. I'm not too sure. Escaping the city for a little bit. Way too much city life that you forget how nice and relaxing this stuff is. All right, so we're finishing up there now, but I'm starving. I did eat breakfast, but I mean, I don't think it counts. So now I'm gonna go find something good to eat. I'm gonna be going over here to this boguedon and trying out some food. So far we've been waiting here at the restaurant for like almost an hour. We ordered a steak, and I don't know, everyone else got their food, but for now, so this is what we waited so long for. Boom, boom. Let's see what it's like. Bueno, first bite. We just came out of the restaurant there, and the food was amazing. It was bomb. It came with so much portions. We got the filet mignon lomo, what they call it. We got the fries, the salad, the sodas, and a water, and all that came to $16. And no, it was really good. The bad thing about the place, unfortunately, we came in with super high expectations, and they attended us really nice. The servers were great, but the food took almost an hour to get to us. So that was the one downside of it, but other than that, it's good. I definitely recommend it. And plus, you're right by this very nice scenery of a park, and here there's a lot of old architecture with the buildings, very classic. Very similar buildings to how Buenos Aires is. In Mar del Plata, there's not a lot of it. They already took most of that stuff down. But here they really kept the old school style to it. Alright, so we find ourselves on top of Cerro Centinela here in Tandil. We have the city over there, and here is the balancing rock that I was talking about. Absolutely crazy on how this thing ended up here. If anybody knows, leave it in the comments below, because I was looking online and it was actually not much information on how these things ended up balancing here. So this is one of two that are here. The other one I think is down that way a little bit more, but so the other one back in 1912 actually fell down because it did have some movement to it slowly that wasn't noticeable just looking at it regularly, but overnight it would move quite a bit, and that one ended up falling, and in 2007 they replaced it with a replica one. All right, so that's it for this area. Now we're going to be heading over to the lake that they have here in Tandil. So we made it down to the lake area here in Tandil. Very nice. Got some canoes, people over there, but the one thing that I see is there's just a bunch of garbage in this corner. It's pretty nasty water right there. That's a bit disappointing. Nowadays I think that's everywhere, but nonetheless it's a nice spot. It's actually pretty big. So we're walking on some part of a dam. You can see here where the water finishes, and on this side it's a lot more of a drop, so that's pretty interesting, pretty neat. Oh, beautiful area, honestly. I did not expect Tandil to have this much just chill vibes, chill scenery. Very calm place overall. The city hasn't been hectic at all. We drove through without no problems. All right, so that's the lake of Tandil. Now we're off to the last tourist location that we're going to be visiting this time. I think as far as the best view goes, it has to be up here. So this is the last location that we're checking out, and they call this I think the Castillo of Tandil, or that's what it's known for. I don't know the exact name of it, but just look at the view. This is amazing. You can see way out into the distance, where here in Argentina I haven't seen too many places like this. In Bariloche you can kind of get a similar view, and I can imagine in Córdoba also, but from the places that I know, this is probably the best so far. Living inside Mar del Plata, sometimes I get to feel a bit claustrophobic with all the buildings. Everything is so crammed and close together that you kind of forget what looking far distances is like. And no, being here, I've noticed overall is you don't feel that too much, just because it's a lot of hills, a lot of just not so flat land, so you get to see at least a little bit in front of you. And no, being up here just completely changes all my perspective of the city. You get to see exactly how big it is, exactly where you are, and I really like that. I really like that about Tandil so far. Now we're gonna head up into the castle over here. All right, so I'm back in the apartment now, and I want to say overall Tandil is a very beautiful place. I really enjoyed the scenery, the food there, and the city had an overall European style to it that I really enjoyed. So with that being said, please like and subscribe. It's going to really help me grow this channel out, and thank you for watching all the way to the end. See you next time. Peace.